what are these?
Chairs.
They're chairs?
Yes, sir.
Which one of these chairs do you trust?
That one.
Now, Gerard, he said he trusts this chair. Why do you trust this chair, Gerard? Well,
For my size,
for my size,
I'm gonna go with the best bet.
you're going to go with the best bet. What if I told you that both chairs are able to hold you up? What if I told you that intellectually these were both built and designed to hold up more weight than you are carrying? Which chair would you choose? See, he still chose this because he intellectually agreed that they're both chairs, but he only had trust in one of them. There are too many believers that intellectually agree that Jesus is God, that God can do miracles, but they won't put their weight on it. And the problem is, if you don't intellectually agree and put your weight on it, you don't actually have faith in it. And so many people in this room are like, God can do miracles, but you haven't received the miracle because you won't put your weight on it. You do believe that God can bless somebody else, but he's not going to bless you because you know he can do that, but you won't put your weight on it. So what if I told you that this chair is God's will for your life? You're like, all right. Like, this is God's will for your life. I know this looks sure. I know this looks more sturdy. But this is God's will for your life. Which chair, like for real in your heart, do you trust the most? Me. Like you talking to me? Come on, be honest. Which chair, like if you could choose what chair you're going to sit in, which chair would you sit in? Just like most of us, that when God shows you his will for our life or a piece of it, and it doesn't look like what we think can hold us up, it doesn't look like it's going to happen on our timetable, it doesn't look like the man or the woman that we wanted, we would still choose the thing that we want over God's will for us. Ooh, I'm preaching. Tell me your name one more time. Gerard. What if you seen God do it for somebody else? What, I mean, I know we have the same situation. But you just watch somebody put their weight or have intellectual agreement and trust or faith that it will hold me up. Does this still keep you thinking that this chair is your best option? Nah, I mean. You mean you'll sit in it? Now, why would you sit in it? This is how faith works. If the world could ever see a church who actually put their full weight on the promises of God, on what he said we can have, on the abundant life that he called us to, maybe somebody who would never believe would have the faith to sit down. Gerard, take a seat. Now let me help you. How much energy and time did Gerard waste standing when he could have been sitting in something that was designed to hold him up? But he didn't, because he believed in theory it was a chair, but he wouldn't put his weight on it. Let me help somebody understand this, because a lot of people won't put their weight on something because they don't want to embarrass God. Let me help you, boo-boo. God never needs you to protect his reputation. You lose nothing in fully believing and fully putting your weight. God said my son's going to be healed. So when I stand up here and I say my son's going to be healed, well, what if he doesn't do it? Then he didn't do it, but it wasn't because I didn't believe him for it. It wasn't because I didn't put my full weight on it. And the problem is that even if Gerard failed, being in the will of God is closer to a safe landing than being higher in a thing that seems like it'll hold us up. And some of y'all are high and mighty in your own plan. And God says if you would just sit in the thing that makes you a little less stable, that makes you have to trust a little more. See, this chair makes you trust the manufacturer. See, this chair right here is not about how good it looks. It's about who created it. And when you start trusting the plan of God and you walk in faith, what he says, he'll allow you to sit in things that were designed for him to get glory. This chair now is a waste of plastic because we could have got the same results with less if we would have trusted in a better manufacturer. Today, I came to encourage somebody that faith is not just believing God can. Faith is believing and trusting that God will. If you believe it, can you give God a shout of praise in the building? Thank you, bro.